Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kyle, the Natural Holland. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nick Diaz.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
Well, perhaps the only thing more impressive than the high-level experience is the fan base. For a lot of fans, they got into mixed martial arts by watching Nick Diaz compete. He has fought for UFC championships. He has several signature wins. Tonight, the focus is to get back to what got him here. Punches and bunches, high-level boxing, and when a submission presents itself, you know the Diaz boys are certainly gonna seal it up. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand.
All right, well-timed leg kick by him there, and a lot of heavy pressure on that lead leg, and he made him pay for it.
Well, we spoke about reach, and the boxer is longer in the arms. The legs are longer than the arms. So by throwing kicks, you can land and stay at range and not run the risk of getting hit by one of those great right hands that the boxer possesses. Oh, that's a nice strike. He's got that single collar tie.
Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there.
All right, nice takedown there by the more well-rounded fighter, and not much resistance from the boxer on that attempt, DC.
Well, the level change was so strong. He went from upright to down in his wrestling stance so quick that it was hard for the boxer to respond. It was perfect. The timing was as good as it's going to be inside the octagon.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. That was nice. Big ground and pound.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here. Another straight left.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round 1. Diaz gets the single leg takedown, well played. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
He's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Diaz gets back up again. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, now going to the body with that hook. Nicely done there by Diaz. Fighter lands a jab. Oh, nasty cut right on the bridge of the nose. He is bleeding.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Nice hook.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it. Nice strike. Gets to the single collar tie.
Short uppercut in the clinch by Diaz.
Beautiful jab lands.
15 seconds. Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, that right eye's looking pretty swollen now. Might be shut before too long. 4 seconds for the end of round 1. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing a kick and stick at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Big power shot there. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't, John, because there's no windup.
Yeah.
There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent's getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Straight left counter, that one will work. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This... Oh! My God! Oh, my goodness, what a right hand!
Both guys landing big shots.
Oh, nice leg kick. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
And he is back up to his feet. Beautiful strike there as he continues. Oh! Still plenty of time to go here, round 2. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Now he lands a solid punch.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2. And that spinning kick found its home up top. Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking tonight.
He got it done with his strike. He fought well behind the jab, but it was the significant strikes that really did make an impact on the judge's mind.
Well, as soon as he goes with that high guard, he pays for it to the body. You see the bruises really starting to accumulate now.
In the beginning of the fight, you think, I got to protect my head at all costs. Right now, I believe that this guy has to worry about his body. Look at how red the side of his body is. He has got to change something.
Under 2 minutes to go here in our second round. Oh, he just missed on that overhand left.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that much. Oh, Diaz is going for the sub here.
He's got the sub locked in.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Nice job by him there. He was being dominated and is able to reverse position.
Now he's in trouble. We may get a finish here. Rear naked choke, locked in. All he's got to do now is try forward pressure to make his opponent tap.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you do. Final seconds here of round 2. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here we go, 5 minutes remain in the fight. All right, next round is underway. You know these are 2 of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these 2 guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Immediately gets the underhook. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Oh, beautiful technique to land the overhand.
He's got some hands, man.
Single leg takedown is good. Diaz's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
Diaz getting hooked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage.
Setting up for an unlock now. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar.
Kick lands.
His nose is all crooked, it's all beat up, it's bleeding. He got hurt bad. That nose looks broken.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, no more risk management. either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're gonna lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
Man, the body work continues to be a factor here. Look at the size of that bruise on his body. Just over 2 minutes to decide it.
That jab hurt him.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out.
He didn't like that left hand.
Oh, he gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs. Man, that cut has really opened up.
There it is. Now he's on the mount. Oh, he's got a choke.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Diaz. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. Beautiful. Well, you gotta think at some point these hooks are gonna start to take their toll. Another one landed there flush by Diaz. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Nick Diaz!
Nick Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, probably will be a subdued celebration as usual, but make no mistake about it. This was a big win here tonight and a very impressive performance out of Nick Diaz. Perhaps his next fight will be for the UFC welterweight title. All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ketlen Vieira! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter! Holm!
Ready. Ready. Do it.
So here's the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, Albuquerque, New Mexico's Holly Holm, as conditioned really as any bantamweight on the roster. Outstanding kickboxer, great hands as well, but it's been a kick-heavy attack thus far in the UFC, and that is what people are expecting in this matchup tonight. It's just out of range with that right hook.
Beautiful leg kick. It got checked.
She connects with the jab. Vieira gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab.
Looks like that one landed. Beautiful body kick.
Oh, she's standing. Brutal knee to the body. Vieira gets the single leg takedown.
Nice strike lands from the bottom fighter.
Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. She got that single collar tie. Lands the overhand punch to the head.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Holm gets hit with that stiff jab there.
All right, so Ketlen Vieira choosing to lean on the boxing here early. She's got some heavy hands and seems to have the upper hand in that round here in the early game.
Yeah, John, for a long time we recognized that Ketlen would be one of those young fighters that had the potential to at some point challenge. And it starts with her boxing ability. Her ability to stay within herself, not overextend, and take what presents itself to her. She does a great job finding her shots, and she's doing exactly that right now. Good kick. That hit was bad.
Oh, combination striking at its best. Another great sequence out of her there.
She is just throwing everything with so much confidence. Every time she throws, she believes that she is going to land, and to this point, she has done just that.
Oh, she loaded up on that uppercut. No good, though. Takedown defense holds up. All right, so that body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her, but now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now, and we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down the finish.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Under 2 minutes in the first round.
Fight back! Fight back!
She gets space and gets some separation.
Well, she told us she wanted to kick more in this one tonight, and she is certainly doing that to great effect.
She is doing it, and she's being very effective. She is winning the fight with her legs.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, nice body attack there, and damage really starting to pile up on that fighter's side.
Well, she hasn't defended it. Of course it's starting to pile up. She's getting beat up to the body. She has got to do something. She's got to be, she can't react anymore. She's got to get out ahead of these body attacks, or she's going to continue to get beat up in this position.
That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Oh, nice jab there by Vieira. 1 minute. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on him, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that. Oh, nice. Nice. She's got the single collar tie.
And now a little space between the two fighters. Round two straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so she does survive to see the next round, but as we show you some replays, DC, nobody's going to be kissing her on the cheek anytime soon.
No, it's a nasty cut on the cheek. She got hit with some big shots, and they really have taken an effect on her. Look at the cut on the cheek, and it was that shot right there that opened up the cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Vieira's hook shot gets blocked. The defense saw that one coming.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. Back and forth we go.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. And there you go, again, half guard. And now she's in mount.
Nice positional control here.
Using a lot of good movement.
Oh, she's got head movement even off of her back, huh? Nice slip there.
She's being proactive. She's not sitting and waiting until her opponent throws. She's moving in advance, and it's allowing her to evade these strikes.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Vieira.
Well, that's her best strike, that hook, and she's able to land it yet again here.
She lands it once again. She tells you what she's gonna do. You gotta be able to stop her. Most can't, and once again, she finds herself in front and mostly behind that hook.
Oh, big knee there. Vieira going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. So we have passed the midway point in the fight. Well committed to the body work. You see the results. Look at the redness on the right side of her body. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D?
She lands a switch knee.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace. She's got that single collar in the clinch now. All right, so she attacks the body yet again, and now you really see those bruises, Daniel, starting to accumulate.
Well, she did everything to do that, and she was able to stay the course. Even when something got blocked, even if something got defended, she never changed the way that she attacked. It's beautiful to watch a person so rooted in the game plan, and that game plan paying dividends.
Well, her striking has been great tonight. Rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again, she needs to go all out to try to finish the fight.
Holm's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip just opened up.
Big shot lands for both guys.
1 minute now to go round two.
She looks very clean tonight. Great punch lands.
It's amazing how visibly discouraged she is after getting stunned earlier in the round. It's not as though she was knocked down. She is still very much in this fight, but she has lost every moment since.
She's been getting beat now, beat to the punch. She got hurt. She's not doing a good job of building back and dealing with the adversity that she was dealt earlier in the round.
30 seconds to go in round two.
She lands a beautiful leg kick.
Well, that won't feel good in the morning. Big uppercut. Man, another body strike lands. She's known for her toughness, but that only goes so far. You got to make an adjustment or she's going to lose here tonight.
Absolutely. And J.A., I mean, do we start to look to the corner to question whether or not they should do something about it? Because she's obviously not able or capable of making the change. Maybe they have to save her on this night.
All right, round is over. And, well, Holm's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now. All right, so the fight will continue, and as they attend to the fighter, we will get you some replays of all the damage she sustained in that previous round.
Well, her opponent looked like the best fighter in the world. That is partly due to her not being good on the defensive side. It seems as though she came in here with an idea that she would be able to tough it out. Now she's dealing with this horrible cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so that last round, another pretty good frame for both fighters. We'll see which one makes the requisite adjustments here in this next round.
Somebody has to really get out ahead. It's too worrisome going to the judges when you know you've been involved in such a competitive fight.
Oh, nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Vieira.
She got that leg kick off quick.
Holm's eye is closing up. She's got a pretty good jab.
Real quick leg kick. Right to the single collar. She was able to close the distance, and now she's in her position.
That shot blocked by Holm. Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage getting between rounds, and then try to reset, because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
Well, remarkably, she is still on her feet. I'm just not sure how many more body attacks she can take, and candidly, I don't want to see it anymore.
I don't want to see it, John. It's horrible. It's hard to see someone react in the way that she's reacting. You can tell that she's on the verge of being finished due to body damage. Unbelievable attacks by her opponent, unreal game plan, and she did it effortlessly.
Nice crack there. Well, not just a high-output fight to this point, but a high-accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Now the hook in the clinch by Vieira. Well, it sounds obvious, but she clearly needs a knockout or a TKO or a submission, or she's going to be on the wrong end of the scorecard.
Well, she's got to do something. You are not going to win this fight if you let it go to the judges.
Going to the body now with that hook shot. Nicely done by Vieira. Oh, the damage to that leg starting to take its toll. You see her limping a little bit. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is gonna get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's gonna get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's gonna be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly. Right back in the clinch. Look for the backhand to get very active.
Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. Less than a minute now to go in the fight.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, huge knee. Single. Constantly a moving target. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Vieira. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
Pretty good connection by her there on the knee, and I don't care where you are getting kneed. It doesn't feel good, and I imagine you don't want to take too many.
She thought they'd be available, and she was exactly right. Good stick. Keep moving forward.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Holly, the Preacher's Doctor, Holm.
All right, so congratulations to the former UFC bantamweight champion Holly Holm on a big win here tonight. When you see her perform like this, sometimes it's hard to believe that she's only been doing full-time MMA since 2013. So now after a win like this, maybe she gets another crack at the title at 135 pounds. She's also proven to be very competitive up in the featherweight division. Sky is the limit yet again for Holly Holm after a big victory here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Cain. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Marcin Tybura.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Well, you are not going to out-cardio Cain Velasquez. 12 of his 14 wins have come by knockout or TKO, but when he goes the distance, he's a very hard guy with which to contend. Another big spot for Cain Velasquez, the former champion, tonight. Inside leg kick is there. Velasquez gets tattooed by that stiff jab.
Oh, he did a great job of rope, big double leg level change.
Excellent ground and pound here by Cain Velasquez.
Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Velasquez.
Massive shot from the top.
Nicely done. Inside the...
To his full guard, what does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He passes to half.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Good work from the top here by Tybura. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Side control now. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm trying to...
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Off of his back by Velasquez.
He's going full mount.
Gets in half guard now. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Tybura's back in full mount. Lands the ground and pound strike. Another pound strike lands. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Changing the position.
Tybura's back in side control. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Tybura. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his...
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so that he can get pressure to...
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Tybura's right back full mount here.
He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, big elbow. 15 seconds. Velasquez is in half guard.
Great job landing the strike from his back.
Round two is next.
Great job last round. Same thing this round. Your ground control is unbelievable. I've never seen somebody with such control down there.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was heavy. Every time he let loose, he was able to land and land to great effect.
Nice punch there by Tybura. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Busy in the clinch, lands that punch. Oh, you land, I land, is how we're doing here. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Takedown defense is there. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance. This is where he wants to be.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Tybura's in half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his strike home again.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Don't stay flat on your back. Get on your hips.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
Beautiful transition.
You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Tybura.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound, such as.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's goal. Velasquez. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Control the hands. Control the hands.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Control the wrist. Grab the wrist.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Velasquez is back. Half guard.
Oh, nice.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard.
Oh, he's tight guillotine. That guillotine is tight.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
Let's grab that underhook. Get the side control.
Velasquez is right back to the full mount.
Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
15 seconds remain in the round. Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
10 minutes in the books.
Nice work last round. His submissions are on another level. You almost had him last time. This time, we're gonna get him. Be smart. Get that takedown.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Velasquez gets caught by that straight punch there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Velasquez gets hit with a kick.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Velasquez. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes.
Velasquez going to work with fight-ending intentions.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Velasquez is in half guard.
Down into his mount.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Velasquez. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Velasquez is back in half guard, very comfortable here. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Got his guard pass.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Tybura ground and pound from half guard.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Defend that choke. Defend that choke.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Velasquez. North-south, we'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Nice transition.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or a big ground and pound.
He's having his way with him here. 30 seconds to go. Velasquez is back in full mount.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Tybura's in half guard now. Lands the ground and pound strike here. Ooh, right into side control, DC. An incredible fight as long as it played out, and we will need the judges' scorecards. Tremendous back and forth affair tonight. All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges scored the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Marcin Tybura.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. Now Buff gets like a half an hour break while we talk for 8 hours, but ultimately it's about the fighter, and the more well-rounded fighter really dominated the wrestler, I thought, tonight.
He dominated. He dominated by staying safe, staying at range, making him fight where he was uncomfortable, doing the things that you need in order to beat a guy that possesses that skill set. It was beautiful. And how about him getting his own takedowns over the course of this victory? Just tremendous.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Joe Body Bag Pyfer. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, no longer the mouth from the south, Kevin Holland is a bona fide welterweight contender. It did take him a little bit of time to find the right weight class, but how about the physique? And certainly his commitment has produced the desired results of late. Guy can finish you on the feet, an outstanding submission game as well. And now that the confidence, Daniel, is getting to the level that the skills are on, this guy could be a real problem at 170 pounds. Oh, he's got hand skills for days. Beautiful combination of punches to the head. Oh, he lands a kick to the leg.
Oh, my goodness, these boys are going at it.
Oh, crippling knee to the body. All right, so a nice sequence right out of the chute by the kickboxer, continuing to attack that lead leg of the boxer, who didn't seem maybe as worried about the leg kicks midweek as he should have been.
Well, you don't worry about it until 2 or 3 land and you can barely walk. This boxer is going to have to make some adjustments so that he is not eating leg kick after leg kick as the fight goes on.
Oh, nice straight. That'll work.
Oh, nice.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
Holland gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight.
Body kick lands.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1. Really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick!
Oh, he slipped well there to avoid the left hand coming back.
Keep that right hand up.
Nice jab there by Holland.
Fire back.
Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Holland's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now.
Forward, forward, forward.
Oh, and that kick is blocked.
Ooh, what a punch.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. And now the jab gets through. All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step 1.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. He passed the half guard. Yep, got to be very careful there.
He has controlled the position, postured up, and landed another strike that is causing swelling.
And now he's in the guillotine.
Oh, that one looks really tight, DC. Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by Holland. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, side control now. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage out.
30 seconds to go now.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face. Look at that, going into the armbar.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbar.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Your distance there. I want you to do more of the same. His hands are getting low, so let's look to...
All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Clean punch right there.
That's a beautiful body kick.
Back and forth we go. Just misses with the jab there. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Holland's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Holding the position, might still be able to get a submission here. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet.
Oh, he got out!
Wow, what a great job defensively. Staying aware, staying alert. The moment a little bit of space presented itself, he took it and got himself out of that triangle. Very good defense.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Holm. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Beautiful ground and pound, and now he's got his opponent cut.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round 2. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
He did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job.
All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
Oh, a huge block there. Whiffs on the right hand.
I need you to work. You got 1 minute. I need you.
1 minute to go in the round. It's hard to think about a fight in his career in which he has absorbed this amount of damage. His face is essentially shut.
Unrecognizable. He's unrecognizable. That is as close to the term that I can say. This guy does not look like the guy that walked into the octagon early. He made a lot of mistakes early, and they're ultimately costing him right now as we've gotten longer in the fight. Oh, back and forth we go.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. Snapping off that jab.
Score that takedown for me, man.
Leg kick is true. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Wow, he lands another leg kick.
Oh, pretty good counter jab to the head by Holm. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
3rd round underway. Oh, nice jab.
Big shot to the head.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good.
Oh, he blocked that punch.
Keep your hands up and keep that head moving.
Oh, really good with the kick to the body. Lands the right hand. Uppercut is good. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to... Oh, also that right.
Big right hand. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time. Oh, guillotine, guillotine here. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man. There it is. Now he's going him out.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing stretch.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Well, this one is coming down to the wire. This has been so action-packed. I'm going to stand up and call the rest of this fight. I hope nobody is behind me. This has been insane.
I mean, it's unbelievable that we've still been sitting the whole time, multiple times.
Holland's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he got out.
Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
All right, full guard here. Bottom fighter likes it. Top fighter figures to want to try to pass.
Yes, he definitely wants to pass, or he wants to get posture to land ground and pound. He's got to be careful here.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
All right, so he gets back to his... All right, quick pause in the action here. Hopefully this won't be the end of the fight, but some serious swelling around that eye, and I'm not sure the extent to which his vision has been compromised.
I don't know how much he can see right now. He seems to be trying to find the opponent, but his spirit isn't broken.
Fighter trying to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands up, and he's got to keep his head off the center line.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Holland's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. 15 seconds to go. Nice. What a fight as we go the full 15 minutes, and that is how you close the show. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Joe Bodyguard Pyfer!
All right, so the kickboxer perhaps a little bit overconfident coming in. The boxer gets it done tonight, has to go to the judges' scorecards, but a great game plan largely executed to perfection.
He did a great job. I mean, he was able to implement the game plan, follow the instructions of the coach to a T that allowed for him, even though he seems to be on paper the more limited guy, earn a unanimous decision.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Josiane Nunes! And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Lucky Lauren Murphy!
Ready to fight? Ready.
Murphy compares herself to UFC fighters Court McGee and the former champ and Hall of Famer Forrest Griffin. A definite tenacity and toughness to her style. Murphy got into the sport initially after taking her son to a jiu-jitsu class. Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect though.
Nice punch to the head.
Oh, lands another hook. Uppercut is true. Oh, nice jab by Murphy. And just misses with that big right hand. Trying to establish the jab early on here. Edge of your seat action as expected so far.
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, big left hook there. Just misses with a left hook there. All right, so she lands another leg kick there, and now you're starting to really see visible damage on the other side. I'm not sure how many more of these she can take.
She won't take any more. We'll start to see her fall to her back, try to engage in the grappling, because she will not be able to get any weight on her front leg, which will make her stationary and be in a lot of danger to get caught with something hard up the top.
Nice jab.
I mean, that right hand landed square. Oh, nice.
Big elbow there, Lance. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
Very fast hands. That punch got to the target. Oh, uppercut. Another big stick to the head. It won't take many of those. Jab is on point right now.
Man, she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters.
Oh, another beautiful kick to the thigh. She has attacked that area to great effect here tonight.
She said that was in the game plan. Let's work every part of the body. Right now, the target is the thigh, and she is attacking it effectively. Guillotine jump.
Well, looked pretty tight, but she gives up on the submission now.
She had it tight. She had it very tight, but she could feel it slipping. So she recognized maybe I should stay in the dominant position opposed to ending up in a bad position.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes going.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Murphy getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Posturing up now. Oh, and she lands a huge strike to the head. And there she goes again, landed another strike on the ground. Murphy's in half guard. All right, full guard here for the bottom fighter. Trying to prevent the half guard, I would say.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submissions to get back to her feet.
Well, seemingly, even when she gets her hands up, a lot of these strikes are getting through, and looks like some swelling on her head area now.
I mean, swelling on her head. You know, she's getting beat up. Make no mistake about it. She's taken far too many of these shots. What she needs to do is get active in her defense. Make sure that she doesn't get hit with too many of these shots clean. Because while it may not be bad yet, it's only going to get worse.
Well, she better not be too dismissive of this calf kick because I see some visible bruising now.
Well, the first one doesn't bother you. But then before you know it, all of a sudden you can barely walk. She needs to start checking right now.
5 seconds of the round. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round, but not before damage was done. She was cut on her cheek from the strike in that round, and now the focus for the cut man, shutting that thing and making sure it doesn't become a factor here moving forward. Well, she is unrecognizable with all of that swelling. Let's see if we can isolate exactly what caused it.
What happened to her face, John? She's not the same person that we saw walk into the octagon. She has not been good defensive. She's got to change something, maybe a takedown. She's got to limit the punches landing to stop all this swelling.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we are, early round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Oh, nicely done to block the strike and counter with the jab. Misses with the right hand. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Rips the body there. Murphy gets caught with that punch, and both fighters exchange in the pocket. Straight punches, true. Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory. She closes the distance and gets a single collar tie.
Murphy's eye now closing up. Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. Try to establish that jab. Well, I hope the judges recognize that she's blocking the majority of these shots. She's doing a beautiful job, I think, defensively.
She's doing a great job defensively. Oh!
Well, you got to think at this stage of things, there is a wide margin on the judges' scorecard. She has landed a ton of significant strikes in what is her best performance today.
This is the best we've ever seen her look. She did a great job of fighting at her pace, dictating, controlling all of the exchanges, and she landed punches and blows.
Throwing hard in the pocket.
Guillotine, guillotine here.
Oh, she's got that submission locked in tight.
She's got a great guillotine, and she's got it tight. She does a really good job of jumping on the neck.
Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
All right, so again, she targets that swelling, and that would be the way to go, right? Continue to pursue the area in which your opponent has failed to adjust.
Absolutely. She's as smart as they come. You know, we always talk about her ability to beat up her opponents and find the best course of action, the best way to get a victory. She's done that tonight, recognizing early, and she has stayed on course. In the half guard.
All right, she's into full guard here, DC.
She's gonna be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
Murphy's back in half guard, making all these shots count. Oh, nasty cut on her nose. She is fauceting blood now. Man, she's fun to watch grapple. Beautiful reversal there on the ground.
Good ground and pound by her here. She felt like she could finish the fight with her ground strikes tonight and might be well on her way here.
I mean, John, I believe it after watching the ground and pound that she's landing in this part of the fight.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, now she lands a shot to the leg.
Oh, no!
How about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me?
All right, this Vieira.
All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. She goes back to the stool. She is hurting for certain. Look at the swelling on her forehead. That is only getting worse with every strike absorbed. We'll see what the cut man can do here to try to get the swelling down. Easier said than done. Well, they haven't called for the doctor yet, but she is swollen. Doesn't look at all like the woman who walked out here a couple hours ago.
Yeah, she got beat up in that round. She took far too many shots right on the target. She has got to do something different on the defensive side, or this fight is not going to go long.
Crowd fired up, so are we. Third and final round. All right, so next round getting underway here, and if you look at these two women, you may think it's the start of the fight. Absolutely impressive where their cardio is at here as we hit this next round, and you wonder what it's going to take to tire these women out. At least if the first couple rounds are any indication, they look like they could go 25 hard minutes with ease. Well, new round, same result as she continues to attack the body. Oh, she did it again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not?
I mean, why not? It's worked, and it's worked beautifully. She's done everything correct in this fight, and she really has pulled ahead.
Well, she's establishing the jab.
Oh, high kick.
All right, so you see some welting now on the thigh a little bit as she continues to attack that area effectively.
It's a big part of the leg, so it takes a little longer to really start to see the effects of what you're doing. Right now, she's landing, but down the line, boy, she stays the course, it'll pay dividends.
Leg kick checked by Murphy. All right, a lot of visible damage on that thigh as the leg kicks continue to land at will. We'll see if she can make an adjustment here.
She's got to switch her stances. I think that's the first step. They're starting to accumulate. They're starting to pile up. She's got to do something to try and change this. Right now, we're at a point now where there's no more time. She can't take that many.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round three. All right, so the narrative remains the same. She is just wearing it upstairs. She has absorbed so much damage and might be a strike or two away from breaking a bone.
Yeah, it looks like something's very wrong with her face. She has been beat up. She has taken way too many shots up top. She did not move her head, and now she's paying for it. She is so swollen.
All right, so now as the cut continues to get worse, it appears as though it's starting to affect her a little bit.
Yeah, it's starting to affect her. You can see it. She's reaching for it. She's pawing at it. She's trying to understand where the blood is coming from. She has got to stay locked in if she wants to win this fight.
Not much behind the takedown offering there. Nice job by her defensively there. Back and forth we go. One of the better fights of the year, unless, of course, you like defense. A lot of damage being doled out on both sides.
A lot of damage being doled out. Both of these women are doing a great job of standing on the corner, standing in a phone booth, and just beating each other up. It's going to come down to the heart, though, to determine who wins this fight.
All right, I'm going to put you in this fighter's shoes, okay? She is clearly losing this fight. Time is not her friend right now. Are you going for the finish or what?
I am biting down on the mouthpiece, and I am swinging from the hip. Something has to land so that she can win this fight.
1.5 minutes to go in this third and final round. Straight punch, that is useful.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, beautiful sequence by her there. Gets her opponent thinking about the hands, changes levels, and puts her on her rear end.
Go high and low. You got to mix it up. Trick your opponent. She did that beautifully right now.
Murphy gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Lands that beautiful jab.
Somebody's gonna have to press here. This fight seems to be on the table.
Oh, big left. Able to land a combination there. She's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Lucky Lauren Murphy!
Dominant performance tonight for the wrestler, to be sure, as she gets the decision victory with relative ease. I'd imagine for you, 30-27 across the board.
30-27. Embrace the grind. She was able to take her down, grind her out, and really just make her look lost. She had no answers for the wrestling approach of this young lady. It was amazing. And when I watch these young athletes come into their own like she did tonight, I want to stand and give them applause.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ciryl. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion, Blachowicz.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go with early round action. Jan Blachowicz certainly can strike with the best of them. Most of our fan base knows about his legendary Polish power at this point in time, but also pretty timely when it comes to his takedowns. His takedown defense is good as well. Jan Blachowicz has every skill in the book. That is why he was able to ascend to the throne, and now he gets back on the horse here tonight. Oh, beautiful hook there. Outside leg kick. Push kick there to the body. Oh,
Well, a few heavyweights move as well as the former interim champ Ciryl Gane, and you see the footwork right away as this fight gets started.
Yeah, the footwork leads to the jab. The guy does...
Oh, big knee! Wow, what a kick! Gane gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. He's got a good leg kick. There it is. Trying to hammer that lead leg. All right, so there it is from the kickboxer. He told us he was going to go to that front kick early, and he did not miss with that one, DC.
He didn't miss. He went to the front kick. Expect him to keep going here, because this is not only damaging, but it keeps him at the range at which that he wants to fight.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Jan Blachowicz. And now leather being thrown on both sides. 3 minutes to go.
Hands on your face.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, man! Huge kick to the body.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Ciryl Gane going for the leg kick. He does not connect. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He has certainly found his range on the feet.
I mean, when you don't check, you're going to continue to get blasted with kicks. His opponent has not deterred him from keeping on throwing those kicks.
Oh, judges had to like that uppercut.
Oh, big stick up top. That's another one.
Nice kick landed there by Ciryl Gane. Oh, right hook attempt, no good.
Nice leg kick. Another one.
Oh, another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him. Great job getting that punch to the target.
Oh, good sequence there. The right hand followed by the left. Well, so much to like about this Ciryl Gane performance here tonight. His athleticism is omnipresent, and oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Blachowicz. Back to his feet. Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited, and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot. He needs to slow down if he wants to get his opponent out of this fight.
Nice kick to the body. Second round, straight ahead. Let the bodies hit the floor. What a round, multiple knockdowns. Amazing to think he didn't get him out of there, but he came pretty damn close.
Oh, definitely let the bodies hit the floor. There was one guy's body hitting the floor over and over and over again, so he showed tremendous toughness. But for his opponent, he has to be seeing stars in his eyes because he understands with this type of performance, he puts Dana White on notice. He puts Sean Shelby on notice. He puts the fans on notice. Everybody's excited about him because they know we have an exciting knockout finisher right in the midst of our presence.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Inside leg kick is there by Ciryl Gane. There's his jab. That's good defense to get that guard up. Great job by Ciryl Gane to use his feet to get inside and land the jab. A lot of people are going to be trying to take this guy down, but he moves so well.
He hurt him bad.
Oh, huge kick to the leg.
Oh, that's big. Oh!
He's cut. Get the elbow.
There it is again. Look at that.
Back to the feet.
Oh.
Let's go. Keep that pressure and finish this fight.
Does a great job of mixing up his strikes. Lands another leg kick.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
Oh, that kick is good by Blachowicz.
Come on, he's bleeding good. Let's make it worse.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Blachowicz's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Trying to establish that jab once again. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Blachowicz has got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Come on, let him go.
Leg kick lands.
Well, he was knocked down by his opponent earlier in the round, and I'm not sure he's mentally back in this fight.
Well, it's hard to build back from something like that. Oh, look at the guillotine.
Gane's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, shades of the Godfather with a ground and pound Mark Holman as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Gane gets up. He is back on the feet here. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Blachowicz's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Another powerful kick there. A lot of volume with the feet tonight for him.
It's unbelievable to watch somebody make kicking the base of their fighting style. He has shown us that it's possible.
Oh! Massive kick to the head. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Straight ones now.
Lands a jab. 20 seconds to go, round 2. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
All right, calm down.
All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, so there's the end of the round, and we will continue to keep an eye on the cut on the nose. That thing is only getting worse. And again, you got to get that guard up, and even when he does, it seems like the strikes are getting through. That is a significant cut now on the bridge of his nose. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target him. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, big knee! Beautiful diving strike lands. Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Blachowicz getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to submission.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, Cass is trying to find that shot. Oh!
Gets back to his feet. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Straight right is there. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Blachowicz.
Oh, nice lead uppercut.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Effective use of the jab there by Blachowicz. Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Well, he put so much stock into this fight, and now we're late in the game, and if he doesn't get a finish, this opportunity goes by the board.
I mean, it's almost over. Right now, he's got to...
Oh! That's it! Ciryl gone! As many style points as you could produce! Whoa!
Jeez Louise!
Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ciryl Gane.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.